Ladies and gentlemen, this is 6 3-minute rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the red corner wearing the blue coloured shorts trimmed with black and white. At the weight he scaled 9 stones and 6 pounds. From 3 contests, he's undefeated, 3 wins. As an amateur, he struck gold at the 2002 Commonwealth Games in Manchester, presenting from Shadwell via his homeland of Pakistan, Haider Ali. And opposing him, boxing out of the blue corner wearing the black coloured shorts trimmed with gold and white. At the weight he scaled 9 stones, 5 pounds and 4 ounces. From 4 contests he has 3 wins. 1 of those wins coming by way of knockout and 1 draw. At the same Commonwealth Games he was the English captain, presenting from Manchester, Stevie Bell. Timekeeper at the bell, Michael Alexander from Doncaster, and the referee, Mr. Phil Edwards from Preston. 6 rounds.
You follow my instructions at all times. When I tell you to break cleanly and take 1 step back. Watch those heads in close, touch gloves. Good luck to you both.
Seconds out, round 1.
Intriguing early crossroads fight between 2 of the best amateurs of recent times, who are finding it a little tough making the transition through to the harder professional ranks. Still, Stevie Bell and Haider Ali both remain unbeaten, and this should be a good clash, which may give us the sense of who's going to go further.
Well, it's not too often we see there's 2 youngsters matched together, 2 good amateurs, but it's Ali who's starting off the better, hands down low and coming in, throwing punches from all angles, but landing.
The quick hands of the man born in Pakistan and fighting out of Shadwell and the Johnny Eames stable. Hasn't really got going so far in his fledgling career, Ali. Maybe he needed a little bit of a test. And there's already a slight swelling around the right eye of the tall, upright Stevie Bell.
Well, Bell's face is reddened. He's took a few shots early on. He's got to get into a rhythm and start throwing that jab out.
Looking for the body and the head, as Bell remains a touch confused and dazzled by some of the angles that Ali's finding.
Well, he's just got to get his jab off quicker, Bell. He's waiting too long. He's allowing Ali to throw the punches and connect.
Little blemish by the right eye of Stevie Bell. And look at Ali goading his way in, but it's cleaner work than we've seen from him, more accurate, more effective.
Bell very upright, and he's paying the penalty for that. He caught with a lot of these punches, trying to get his hands up and tuck up and just catch them on the gloves, but there's still plenty getting through.
Look at the expression on Bell's face. Looks like he's really been caught in the headlights here. At the moment, Haider Ali's proving too much.
Well, Bell's trying to concentrate, he's trying to get his shots off and find a way through, but there's nothing coming so far.
Cocky, confident attitude of Haider Ali hasn't gone unnoticed, but maybe there is a bit of skill behind the flash exterior.
Well, there is defensive flaws, we know that. He holds his hands very low, but that's his round.
Well, Billy Graham will have to go to work straight away on Stevie Bell.
Push you back. You've got to get that jab off that tuner right, and you've got to push that fucker back. You can't have him pushing you like that.
Needs to work on the jab, says Billy Graham. Looked as though he was absolutely caught.
Well, he was taken by surprise with some good shots, some quick shots early on, and he didn't really know where the punches were coming from. He tries to tuck up behind that high-held guard, but the punches were coming from all sorts of angles, and he didn't settle. He just, at the very end, he started to settle, but it was good punches from Ali.
But he's seen so much of this through the amateur ranks. Why the problem as a pro?
I think just taken by surprise. Ali did come out throwing quite a lot of punches.
Here's the second. We're in the 9 stone 4 super featherweight division. The black trunks of the 28-year-old hope from Manchester, who's turned pro late, Stevie Bell. Needs to get into this against the 24-year-old Haider Ali. Neither man has lost as a professional yet.
Well, Billy Graham had plenty of advice for him, and I think the main thing was just start getting your punches off, and that's what he's come out to do now.
Haider Ali turned pro in a blaze of publicity by Frank Warren. Had a win over Buster Dennis at the York Hall Bethnal Green. Failed to really deliver, though. And the question marks have been out about him ever since.
Well, it's his defense which has looked so leaky, Ali, and I'm sure that's what they've tried to work on.
Johnny Eames told us just before the first bell, watch Ali tonight and judge this performance. He's had a great deal of sparring with Graham Earl and Kevin Mitchell.
Well, it's just turning a little bit now. Bell, he's starting to get a few punches through. Ali's looking a bit disorganized.
Yeah, very wide open, loose with the left hook. Ali. Is Bell starting to settle? Needs to pump that jab out.
Well, Ali is holding on a lot more now.
Seems to be able to fight in bursts, Ali. Then at times looks so ragged, disorganized and easy to hit.
Well, he's certainly the better schooled Bell, and that's beginning to tell now.
As he was an amateur for such a very, very long time and captained England in the Commonwealth Games in Manchester a couple of years ago.
Decent left hook from Ali.
It's out of range, Stevie Bell. Was telling me that he does need time to warm into fights, and he thinks the longer distances will suit him.
And now he's getting on top, Bell. But Ali holding desperately hard there.
Stalking him now, Stevie Bell. Just caught with a right at the end of that one, but a better round for the man from Manchester.
You've got to raise it, do you know what I mean? You've got to raise his up, make him work like fuck. Keep pushing him back.
There's the record. He is 28. That could be the problem. Has he left it too late to turn pro?
Well, it is very late in his career, isn't it, 28, but he certainly did a lot better in the second. Got the jab working, and that was the key. Then you saw how disorganized Ali was when he was under pressure. Look where the hands are, down by his sides. Got one good right hand in there.
He don't want to do anything inside, so you be the one working.
He ain't as fit as you. You've got
Ricky Hatton in there as well. Which motivates the other fighters in the gym.
Come on. Come on, Belly.
They see his success and want it too. Here's the third. Remember the blue trunks of Haider Ali, who's actually fighting out of the red corner for the first time tonight, which is usually the opponent. Will he get the better of Stevie Bell, whose only slight blemish on his record is a draw in his pro debut against Just Wally here a year ago.
Well, the work of Ali getting very ragged. He's getting through the odd shot.
Phil Edwards says stop holding. You get the feeling that if he keeps doing that, points will start to be deducted.
Well, it's really down to Bell to use those straight punches. He's trying to get the jab working. And that's the way to do it. Keep it long range where he's wide open, Ali.
Just Wally gave Haider Ali all sorts of problems with his short southpaw stance. He's just a strange one, isn't he, Ali?
He is, very strange style. But he does get through the odd shot from outside these wide arcing punches.
Bell closing the distance. A little bump just on the forehead of Haider Ali, just above the left eyebrow.
Bell now getting into something of a rhythm. A lot more punches he's throwing.
Trying to look for the body as well, Stephen Bell. Worked like the others in the Billy Graham gym on that specific shot.
I must admit, it seems a surprise to me when you look at the style of Ali that he was a Commonwealth Games Gold medalist, because he didn't look like he would fit in the amateur style at all.
That was at featherweight, and Frank Warren got hold of him after that. Maybe that just flatters him a bit too much, that gold medal, but it's a great achievement for the man from Quetta in the mountains of Pakistan. Real hero back there.
That was a good right hand from Bell. Now he's starting to work inside.
Beginning to get into this, Stephen Bell, after a torrid opener where he really didn't know which way the Ali punches were coming from. Good defence as well from Bell, although one squeaks through at the end of the round. But it was decent apart from that.
He's going to chuck you out. You look like you don't even want to be in there. You look like you ain't the slightest bit interested. Are you interested in this fight? Hey, talk to me. Are you interested in this fight? You're tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of telling you. All right? You look like you ain't even interested. All right? You can't be tired. You ain't done nothing. All you've done is run. After the first round, all you've done is run.
You keep holding, he's going to take the point side.
I'm about the holding. I want to see you punching. All right? Let me see you throw some punches, because at the moment you're looking like a second-rate fighter. You're looking like you don't even deserve to be in the gym. All right? Now let me see you throw some punches. Short when you're in close. You've been working on the gym, you've been looking at $1 million. Well, you a gym fighter? Is that what you are, a gym fighter? Is that what you want to be known as? Hey? Do you want to be known as good in the gym?
Hold still.
Well, let's get out and show yourself.
Brutally honest from Johnny Eames. Wonderful sound there in the corner. Can Haider Ali react to that? Real wake-up call.
Well, Johnny Eames very angry at the performance, and rightly so, I think.
You look $1 million in the gym, but that's not where it counts. He's got to do it inside the real rings, Haider Ali. Can he respond? Can he get those fast hands moving?
Well, he was feeling sorry for himself in the corner, saying he was tired. Now he's got to work.
Good advice from Johnny Eames, and hard on his own fighter, who he was giving rave reviews about before. He knows he has really let him down for the first part of this. Good left hooks from Stephen Bell, who's growing in confidence. You just get the feeling that he's warming to it, as he said he would, as the rounds go on.
Getting through the odd uppercut, Ali. Bell's just got to keep using that jab. That's the punch straight through. He is looking very, very tired, Ali.
Neither man has gone beyond 4 rounds. Will stamina, even at this early stage in their pro careers, come into play? Keeps dropping those hands, Ali, doesn't he?
He does. He's got very poor defense as he walks backwards, hands down.
Bell, not a big puncher, but that right hand got through. Has got 1 stoppage win over the novice Jazz Verdi. That to outpoint Fred James and Peter Buckley.
Well, he's in survival mode, really, Ali. Bell just marching forward, letting the shots go. And this is much better from him now.
Starting to use his authority, push Ali back. Maybe the years of honing his skills in the Commonwealth Games, World Championships, and as a double English ABA champion are starting to help Stephen Bell now.
Well, he tried the uppercut, getting through the odd body shot.
Right.
Stephen Bell's gun shield out.
Go and hit in this fight. When I tell you can't rest, I fucking mean it.
2 rounds now.
Well,
He's got to try and get it. There's not that much in it. Yeah? Do you understand? Yeah. You forget your jab sometimes. I know you're fucking tired.
well, there's not much in it, says Billy Graham. Excuse the swearing there.
You've got 2 rounds.
How have you got it, Glenn? I mean, do you think that Bell is now on top and that Ali is really starting to struggle?
Yes, most definitely. I think that the first round was obviously Ali's. After that, everything's gone to Bell. But yeah, he's still getting caught with the odd shot, Bell. But I think Billy Graham just psychologically wants him to do more and finish the job off properly. Ali is very, very tired.
You're not doing nothing. Show me what you can do.
Again, Johnny Eames appalled. Furthest either man has been, both remain unbeaten for now. But in 6 minutes' time, will Stephen Bell have taken Haider Ali's scalp? Now from Shadwell, the 24-year-old has to really work harder than he's ever worked in a pro ring to date.
He does, and I think this gives you some idea of how hard this sport is, because he's obviously worked very hard in the gym, and you know they're happy with his condition. But when he comes to the fight, obviously the people watching, the crowd, everything takes out, and you're nervous. And I think that's showing. You know, he's really sapped of strength because of everything around it.
And being a gold medalist from the Commonwealth Games adds the pressure, something he must handle. Oh, Bell just looking a little static there. Will that give Ali something to work on?
It was a very good right hand, wasn't it? Right through the middle from Ali. A little bit more of that is what he needs.
It goes to show there is something in this unusual makeup of Haider Ali that 1 or 2 people have seen somewhere.
Well, you don't win a Commonwealth Games gold on pure luck.
He is only 24. Maybe in a couple of years of maturing, we'll see something different. Maybe. Come shield out again of Stephen Bell.
Jab as you go, mate.
Just starting to feel the pace a little.
I think he is. I think, obviously, both of these are pretty much novices in the professional terms, and they're both feeling it.
That's Stephen Bell, a part-time actor who's just been for an audition in Hollyoaks. Says he hasn't heard anything yet.
And he's still getting through with a couple of punches.
He's responded to Johnny Eames' words, Haider Ali, and that he's throwing a bit more.
Well, he's done better in this round. Bell has missed with quite a lot. And I think that's because he's showing the signs of tiredness as well. Ali threw again with the right.
That's the one that's giving Stephen Bell some trouble with the head movement or lack of it. Scrappy fifth, but Ali might just be getting the better of this.
Well, he just hasn't managed to get his shots off correctly, Bell. He's trying to finish the round well. I think maybe Ali throughout it has done that a little bit more.
At least you look like you're going to fight that, right? At least you're behind. You've got to knock this kid out to win, right? With your unbeaten thing and you're gone, you're finished.
Johnny Eames believes he wants the knockout, but at least he's trying to fight. So he said, have a look at that, only one punch in it. We knew it was going to be close, didn't we?
Yeah, it's getting pretty close. Now Ali coming back in the last round. He had some good success in that round and just brought a couple of shots. There's the right hand, which was very good. That really rocked the head back of Bell.
You're 4 rounds behind, Haider. You're 4 rounds behind.
Johnny Eames just saying that you're 4 rounds behind, Haider. You need the knockout. That's a bit of inspiration, isn't it?
Well, I think he knows he needs something very big. I've got him 1 round behind with 1 round to go.
Final round. Whose unbeaten record is going to snap? Stephen Bell, after that terrible first round, has had, we think, much the better of the middle part. Haider Ali showing something in the 5th. Maybe it all rests on this one. Good right from Bell.
Well, Ali coming forward. That's the first time for a while he's done that.
First time since the first round that Haider Ali has really gone for it. You think if he'd taken this by the scruff of the neck, he would be winning it?
Well, he should have done an awful lot more in the middle stages of the fight. But he's got a second win from somewhere. He's looking stronger. And he might be able to salvage something from this fight yet.
Concern on the faces of Billy Graham and Ricky Hatton, just a few yards away from us. Stephen Bell, such a popular member of that stable. They really want him to do well.
It was better from Bell, trying to put his punches together.
More Stephen Bell's home patch up here in the northwest. He was on the left side of the paper before the fight. Will that play a part?
Well, he's going forward, Ali, but he's not getting the shots off, really.
Who can grab this in the final minute and 15? Both look tired.
Yes, they're both very, very tired. Bell needs to still get a few more shots off.
Bell a touch more organised at times. A few of the eye-catching punches from Ali. Which way will referee Phil Edwards sway?
Ali trying to wind up a couple of big ones and just pushing Bell over there.
And no knockdown. Nothing to worry about from that point of view for Bell, but he does look pretty exhausted, and there's 30 seconds to go. Do you think a draw's the fair result?
No, I think Bell has probably done a little bit more, and he should come out a winner. Ali did very little for most of the fight.
Maybe this will come down to work rate. And has Stephen Bell, just over the course of 6 rounds, done that bit more?
I think Bell has wanted it a bit more. He's sucked up and he's tried to work. Ali, for a long period, just held.
A question of desire and hard graft. We'll find out now as Phil Edwards raises Stephen Bell's hands aloft. Look what that means to him. Ricky Hatton gives him the lift up. He remains undefeated as a professional, and that's the first loss for the much-touted Haider Ali. And was it a case of a wasted bit of talent there, not doing enough, Ali?
Well, he didn't do enough. You know, I think he's seen in the first round that he could do it. He had Bell in a bit of trouble, but then he just stopped working, and that's, you know, let Bell in the fight.
Johnny Eames looks devastated, but over there, look at the reaction. Bobby Rimmer, Billy Graham, and an elated Stephen Bell, who you can see landed just 4 more, but he got the win. Well done to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of exciting boxing, referee Phil Edwards has scored the contest for Ali, 56 points for Bell, 59 points. Your winner from Manchester, Stephen Bell.
Well, 4 with 1 even and 1 to Ali. Quite big winner, Stephen Bell, and he moves on.
Well, Stephen, you've won the clash of unbeaten prospects. You happy with your performance?
Yeah, well, it wasn't me at my best, to tell you the truth. I knew Haider was very scrappy, a very good lad, very fast, and I knew he'd come out and start really fast, which was what we was expecting.
Were you worried after that first round? It was bad for you, wasn't it?
I'd say it was a bad round, but I knew he'd come out flying. I knew he tired round about the 3rd round. That's why I wanted it over 8, really. It was scheduled over 8 at first, but we got it over 6, which I wasn't too happy about, but you know, we were both tied in there, but we both give it our all, and thankfully I came out on top.
What was the key for you? Did you simply want it more?
I think so, because I knew he was unbeaten, and I knew he'd won the gold in the Commonwealth when I was there, so, you know, it was a good scout for me, really, and just for me to show what I can do. I didn't really show at my best here tonight, but that fight here marked me for making it to the top.
Well, with your trainer, Billy Graham. Stephen's 28 years of age now. Is that too late to turn pro? Can he still make an impression?
No, absolutely not. If you want to look at my track record, I'll kiss some champs camp. There's all better when he's over 30. It's hard to look good against Haider Ali. He's very fast and scrappy. There's a lot of things wrong what makes him effective, but I knew it'd be an untidy fight, so Stephen's a lot better than that, but got it out of the way, nice scalp, and he's on the way up, trust me. He's going to cause a lot of upsets.